lifestyle designers. This is Zach Martin Kilber here with Secrets of Longevity in Humans.com. He Shou Wu is a Chinese herb that has become to be known as Fo Tea or Fo Tea Tiang here in the West. Its Latin name is Polygonum multiflorum, and it's a member of the buckwheat family. He Shou Wu roughly translates as Mr. Wu's hair stays black. Now this can give you a bit of an idea of the properties that are associated with this herb. It is the premier Jing or Ojas building tonic herb in Chinese medicine. So the Jing herbs strengthen the kidneys and the adrenals and that very core dense foundational energy in the body, as well as the body and organ systems that are associated with that. It is often used in herbal formulas to help promote a long and healthy life, but it can also be used to treat certain specific illnesses, and these are often illnesses that are associated with premature aging, deficiency in the blood, deficiency of the kidneys, or the kidney Jing energy. It is also a very popular aphrodisiac and sex tonic, and this is partly due to the fact of its high zinc content, and it helps promote the sexual staying power in men and women. He Shou Wu is categorized as being sweet, astringent, bitter, and even slightly warming, even though it's considered a yin tonic. It has a sedative effect that is also energizing, and this could be explained as creating a state of very relaxed and acute awareness without dulling the senses. He Shou Wu is known to affect the kidney and liver organ systems of the body in Chinese medicine. And all these properties are associated with the prepared He Shou Wu, which is what you see here. Prepared means that it's been sliced finely, the root has been sliced finely, and boiled for a number of hours in a black bean stew. And that reduces the properties that are associated with the raw He Shou Wu, which is actually a laxative in Chinese medicine. So this is one of those herbs that you definitely don't need to worry about losing properties when you cook it, because it's already been cooked, and you don't want to use the purely raw He Shou Wu because it's going to have, let's just say, undesirable effects. Perhaps you've heard of the famous Li Qingyuan, who was a famous Taoist herbalist and martial artist who lived to be purportedly 256 years old. And this was reported in 1933 in a Time magazine that he had died. Now, the exact birth records of when he was born were never found, of course, because that would span back into the 1600s. But there was confirmation in records kept in the Royal Archive that a man by the same name had been congratulated or celebrated on his 150th birthday in the, I guess it was the early 1800s, or even late 1700s, that had occurred. So there's lots of questions and unanswered hypotheses about that story, but nonetheless, Li Qingyuan is an influential Taoist herbalist, and his use of He Shou Wu has made this herb very popular in modern-day China as well as the rest of the world. And scientific studies are now confirming its effectiveness. Now his longevity, as well as the longevity in his family, the Li family, that came after him, is confirmed because this family line actually had a number of centenarians in it. And that can be found in, or researched in their martial arts style Julong Baguazhong, or Nine Dragon Bagua, which is a martial art that I practice, which has extremely beneficial health-giving properties associated with it. Now, these two organ systems that He Shou Wu is known to affect, the liver and kidney, again, in Chinese medicine, when we say liver, it's actually meaning liver, gallbladder, and then kidney means kidney, adrenal, bladder, and endocrine system, as well as the bones and bone marrow. So these incorporate a wide variety of functions that are related, but they use that name, kidney or liver, as the overarching title. So scientific research has actually acknowledged the fact that this herb has properties that fit into how it was traditionally classified. So traditionally for the liver, He Shou Wu is known as a blood builder or a blood tonic herb. It is often put alongside goji berries and dangui, or dongquai, in terms of its effectiveness in building the blood. And this has been confirmed with research in its extremely high iron content. Its iron content is actually higher than these two herbs, which makes sense. And then also its high lecithin content, which is going to reduce cholesterol in the blood. And it has also been shown in animal studies to reduce blood platelet aggregation, which is, blood platelets are the components in the blood that help blood clot. So if you get a scab or a cut on the outside of your body, it needs to clot to heal that and prevent excessive bleeding. But on the inside of our body, if we have excessive blood platelet aggregation, we can get blood clots, and those can lead to strokes and heart attacks. So by preventing excessive aggregation, you reduce your chances of these occurring, especially later on in life. Animal studies on mice have also shown that it reduces liver fat accumulation, or what's known as lipid peroxidation in the liver. It actually pulls this fatty deposits out of the liver, which leads to better liver function, which in turn purifies and detoxifies the blood. I go into much more detail about He Shou Wu and these scientific studies and the sources for them in my article, which I've posted in the top right-hand info box, which you can follow the link to my website and read that article for more in-depth information if you wish.